con los terroristas.
Hi there, this is Michael Tharp with a quick tutorial on how to easily have your tests read to your students without making them leave the room and without you having to do it on your planning time or after school or asking another teacher to do it. We're going to end up putting this recording on Moodle, and the reason why we want to put it on Moodle is that we can restrict who can have access to it and when they can have access to it. First method we're going to do this is using a smartphone. We can use an iPhone or an Android. We just need an app that records. For Apple, we're going to use voice memos. This comes on all their iPhones and iPods. You can also get it for the iPad. You just need to download it from the store because it doesn't come installed. So in order to record this, we're going to go ahead and hit this red button right here. And we're now recording our test. So you would just go ahead and read your test right now. You can pause it and then also resume if you need to take a break while you're reading. Once we're done, we're going to go and hit this button right here. And we're now recording. Okay, there's our voice memo. We're going to go ahead and hit the share button and then email it. We're going to email this to an email that we can access, and then that is how we're going to put it on Moodle later. Now I know some of you are probably saying, I don't have an iPhone, I don't have a smartphone, how can I record tests for my students? Get to any Mac computer. Search for QuickTime Player in the top right spotlight. Open up QuickTime Player and go to File, New Audio Recording. Okay, all I would suggest is getting a pair of headphones with a mic to make your voice sound better like I'm using right now. Only downfall to this is you can't stop and start a recording once you start. So when you're ready to record your test, hit the record button, read your test. When you're done, hit stop. Then hit the X button to close out. It's going to ask you to save it. Save it as whatever you would like. And change the format to audio only. And then save. It will come up here on your desktop. You can now upload this in a browser to Moodle or just email it to yourself, and then you can upload it later or put it on another iPod or whatever, however you want to get it out to your students. Alright, Greenville, we also have some iPod Nanos that the special ed department has. Right now there's audio books on here that students listen to in some of their classes. A gen ed teacher can check this out if they would like to record their tests for students to listen to while they're in their class. So what we're going to do is get this and go down to Extras, hit the middle button to go to Voice Memos, and we're going to hit the play button to start recording. So right now you would be recording your test and reading it. And then this one allows you to pause, so you can hit the play button again and you can resume, delete, or stop and save. When you're ready and your test is read, just stop and save that. And now your memo is going to be saved for that student. If they would like to listen to the test, you can borrow these iPods and have them listen to them in your classroom while all the other students take their test, and they can have the test read to them. Allows them to go back and forth, stop and start, while they're listening to you read the test to them. Alright, now that we are on our computer, we go into the email that we had emailed our file to, where we had read our test. We're going to go ahead and download it. It saves in a .m4a. As you can see, it's downloaded right here to our desktop. Now we are going to go to our Greenville Moodle. We are going to log in. And so we're going to go to whatever subject we're teaching. I'm going to put it in my social studies. I'm going to use my class from last year, American History. First thing I want to do is turn editing on. Okay, I'm going to add an activity. I'm going to want to add a file. Just make sure you put something in the description. Here's where we're going to add our file. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go to upload a file, and I'm going to browse. So go to our desktop, and I'm going to attach this memo that I recorded on my phone. Save it as test 13. Alright, we now have that file there. I prefer to have it embedded. That way you don't have to worry about any pop-up blockers. And all of this you don't have to worry about. Now if you wanted to hide this from students for a while, you could enable this. So today is March 19th. Let's say I'm giving this test on the 22nd. And this uses military time. So let's say I have it come on at 8, and then I want it, maybe I think I'm going to forget to shut it down. So I'm going to shut it down on the 22nd at 15 o'clock, which is 3 o'clock. Okay, let's save and display that. If you wanted to open it later, if a student missed the test, you could also go in there and then do that. Okay, so now we have, this is what the student would see. They have their own volume control. They can go full screen if they would like, and they can play it and pause it. If they wanted to go back, they could also do that as well. This is what it will look like on their Moodle when they're going on your main web page. So there it is. So students can access that on an iPhone, a smartphone, an iPod, an iPad, a laptop, anything that can connect to the internet. They're going to be able to hear you read their test to them whenever you want.
Con los terroristas.